was going to show you guys a pretty interesting video that basically confirms that this virus is a mutation of a immune disorder that some cats get, which is called FIP. It's a fluid that gets into the lungs, and it's the last stages of coronavirus, in which most cats already have, but when they have a weak immune system, it turns into FIP and the lungs fill up with fluids. And that is a result of not fixing the coronavirus that was already in them, which some cats are able to fight it. But like I said, if the cat has a weak immune system, then it turns into FIP. And from what I've heard, a lot of the people that have the last stages of the virus, they have fluids in the lungs. Also, a lot of the people that are saying go film your hospital and whatnot, I believe they are in on it. They already know how to heal themselves, so they're telling people to go out and film so that they can get sick. It's part of the two-fourths of people dying, and I don't agree with this. Just because people don't know how to heal themselves doesn't mean they deserve to die. And for those that are saying to go film the hospital and go out without you actually knowing people that are actually getting sick, because like I said, it's being maneuvered through the airline frequencies that these 5G towers are being able to maneuver through the airline frequencies that people sign their rights off to when they want to have a better internet service. So you see more people that are getting sick where these 5G towers are, and they tend to be in Hispanic and melanated areas, and we're the ones that don't know how to take care of ourselves, sadly, while every other nation is kicking back and they have the natural remedies and they have the money to buy these things, and a lot of those remedies come from our ancestors. So we better pick up the knowledge, or this is what's going to happen. And we're going to start reading the comments so you can see how the virus is a mutation of something that cats already have in their system, but they die from it when they are weak in their immune system. So here we go.
Jerry came in because the owners noticed Jerry's starting to lose some weight, and you can see how hard Jerry's breathing. Jerry, kitty kitty. Very nice kitty.
So this is a video from
No cat should breathe
2015.
like that. That's abnormal. Anytime a cat breathes like that, they have something wrong. And the interesting thing is, Jerry doesn't look that sick. Jerry looks pretty normal actually from the outside. You can tell he's lost some weight. You can see his spine sticking out and his ribs sticking out a little bit. You can certainly see him breathing hard. So we took an x-ray of Jerry's lungs, but first I'll show you what looks like normal lungs in a dog. There's the trachea I pointed out, the heart and the lungs. Lungs are black and the heart's kind of the gray circle in the middle. If we go up to Jerry's lungs, his trachea goes in, and his lungs are kind of forced up to the top because they're floating on the sea of fluid down below. And that's all liquid, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. In order to diagnose the type of fluid that I see on the x-ray, I have to put a needle right into Jerry's chest and draw out the fluid. You can see the fluid's yellowish.
And this is probably what kills a cat. When you do this, just shove a needle in his stomach to get the fluids out.
It's on the clear side. It's not white like pus, and it's not clear like heart failure fluid, so it's very characteristic for the fluid we find in FIP. So this is how a cat acts when he might have a pneumonia or leukemia or FIP. Oh, I know Jerry, you're sweet. You're a sweet kitty. And we know Jerry's had this for a while because he's adapted to living with a bunch of fluid in his chest. That's your fluid, Jerry. I'm so sorry. So Jerry comes from a
No, wait for it.
household of 30 cats, and some of them have already tested positive for feline coronavirus. Some of you may know that FIP, feline infectious peritonitis, starts out as feline coronavirus. And many cats can be infected with what's called coronavirus. Inside their bodies, it turns into feline infectious peritonitis. So Jerry just didn't feel very good and could.
So do you see, it starts off as coronavirus in cats, and if they have a weak immune system, it develops into FIP, which is fluids in the lungs, and that's the last stages of the people that are dying from this virus when they have a weak immune system.
Breathe very well. In order to not stop Jerry's suffering, we had to put Jerry down. Several cats in Jerry's household, he comes from a household with lots of cats, have been tested positive